Yes, people, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. As always, make sure you lot are subscribing to the channel. Make sure that you're liking the video. Road to 5K. We're local, man. We're around the corner. You know what I mean? Should hopefully be able to hit that over the weekend, man, because I'm expecting us to get back to winning ways. Yeah? Yesterday was nice. Yesterday was cute, you know, seeing the second team doing what they've been doing when they come in, playing the same way as the first team, scoring a lot of goals. We scored 4 goals yesterday. Unfortunately, conceding like the first team. You know, the first team can't seem to keep a clean sheet at the minute as well, you know. And that's something that we need to tidy up tomorrow, people. Yeah? Because Newcastle right now, listen, they're coming into the game. They're not in the best form. They're not that confident. They've only scored 8 goals all season. Yeah, we've scored double their goals pretty much. We've scored 17 goals. They've scored 8, right? And in their last 5 games, they've only won 1. Yeah? But I watched their game back against Brighton just the other day. They had over 4 XG in that game. They were creating chance after chance after chance. And some of the chances I'm seeing, Isak, who I rate highly, right? On another day, he should be burying them. He probably walks away from the game pissed at himself because he knows, like, yo, I'm better than that, bro. Like, you know, Isak is one of the cleanest finishers in the league. Yeah? And the other day, he kept hitting it straight at the Brighton keeper. I forgot my man's name, right? So we can't be taking these lot lightly. Yes, they're not in the best form right now, but they've got some good, dangerous players, especially in their attack. Yeah? Especially in their attack. They've got Gordon. Gordon's a good finisher. They've got Isak, who's a good finisher. And they've got Murphy on the other side as well, who's actually a good finisher as well. Right? Now, just to take it back a little bit to the last time we played them at the Bridge, we beat them 3-2. Jackson scored the first goal. Remember, Palmer shot and then Jackson got like a little flick on it. Very nice goal. They equalised with Isak outside of the box. Man just did some finesse shot. Petrovic got nowhere near it. And the celebration was just cold, man. Like, Isak, yeah. Honestly, this guy, if he was to come to Chelsea right now, listen, I love Jackson, but this guy would be starting for us because the finishing is just so clean, so crisp, right? You don't need to go remind yourself of that goal that he scored. It was a very good goal, you know. The second goal, Enzo gets an assist for Palmer outside the box. I think it was Pope in goal. He managed to catch Pope off guard, off the outside the box, yeah. And then for the second goal that they scored, it was Murphy, because we scored the third goal when Mudryk came on. Mudryk came on, scored a nice goal where he ran past a couple guys, slots it in. It was 3-1, and then just before the end of the game, Josh Murphy gets in a good position. He just bangs it in. Very, very good finish. So in that goal alone, in that game alone, there was 2 mad finishes that I was seeing from Isak and Murphy, right? And that's what I'm saying. These lot need to be very careful because the other day against Liverpool, Colwell, you were not locked in, right? You were not locked in. We need to get back to winning ways this weekend because you don't want the narrative to start changing, people. Yeah? You don't want people to start looking at us and saying, oh, look, same old Chelsea. You know, they lost to Liverpool. They couldn't bounce back. I'm seeing a few United fans getting a bit giddy. Oh, we're only 3 points behind Chelsea. Look how shit we've been. And look at all the plaudits Chelsea have been getting. You know what I'm saying? So we need to make sure that we get back to winning ways because out of this run-in where we've got Newcastle, we've got United, we've got Arsenal, also we've played Liverpool already, I was expecting at least 7 out of 8 points. Sorry, 7 points or even 8 points minimum. That's the absolute minimum that I'm looking for in this run-in, right? Because we need to come out of it and actually reflect and say, okay, do you know what? Last year we lost that game. This time we've won it. Last year we drew that game. This time we've won it because we went away last year to Old Trafford and we lost. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal came to the Bridge last year and they just about got a point. Remember last minute, fucking Trossard, Saka's whip. And the first goal they scored, fucking Declan Rice getting a gift from Sanchez, bro. Right? Newcastle away last year was crazy. We got battered in that game. Obviously, we beat them at home and we beat them in the Carabao Cup as well. We drew that game, but we won on penalties. Mudryk saved Poch's ass, right? So we've actually got a decent record in our past 2 games against Newcastle. We've beaten them. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's 2 wins. Looking at it here, we've got 2 wins against them, 2 draws, and 1 win in our last 5 matches. So we've actually got the better of them, right? But like I said, people, this is not going to be an easy game. It's going to be a very, very physical game. That battle in the midfield, we need to make sure that we're winning that battle. Yeah? Because you've got the likes of Gameres, you've got the likes of Tonali, you've got the likes of Joe Linton. All of these guys are physical. And they're good on the ball as well. Right? But guess what? We also have physical players like we saw the other day against Liverpool. Yeah? Lavia and Caicedo right now, they need to start this game. Enzo Fernandez, very good performance from him last night in his natural position. And that's what I keep saying, people. You're only going to see the best of Enzo when he's played properly. If you're going to play him in the half spaces and that, you're just not going to see the best of Enzo, unfortunately, because he's just not that dynamic, right? When you play him in that role where he's just dictating the game and not having to cover as much ground, and he had a bit of protection next to him with Dewsbury Hall. Obviously, ideally, you want someone a little bit more physical, but he had a little bit of protection next to him. You see him play a lot better. He looked a lot more comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But for this game, you have to bring someone like Enzo off the bench against tired legs, because I just don't trust his physicality for this game. You know what I'm saying? Right? Lavia and Caicedo, after that performance they put out, they have to keep building together. They have to keep building that chemistry. And they didn't travel the other day, which to me kind of means that they're most likely going to start the game. You know, and Maresca in his presser, I actually mentioned it about the physicality. He said certain games, you might see Enzo start. Certain games, you know, off the ball, you might need to see a little bit more physicality on the ball. You know, there's different plans around it. And that's a really good thing about having a big squad like ours, because we give the opposition manager a lot to think about. He's got a lot of training to do when it comes to facing Chelsea, right? Every manager does. Because they don't know if we're going to start Lavia. They don't know if we're going to start Enzo. They don't know if we're going to start Palmer on the right, Palmer down the middle. You know what I mean? Healthy headache to have. Very, very good headache to have, because it wasn't long ago where our midfield was shocking. Shocking. We had no DM, pretty much. Jorginho, yes, you can look at him as a DM, but off the ball, that guy, people used to just run past him as if he's a mannequin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? But we need to make sure that we win that midfield battle. We need to make sure that we're clinical in this game, because we are going to create chances. One thing about Newcastle is they come out and play. They press. They don't just sit back. Yeah? But one thing about Newcastle, you can put them in their place, because right now they're not that confident and we're playing at home. But what I don't want to be seeing is us chasing the game. Yeah? I don't want to be conceding first like what we saw against Forest. I don't want to see us concede first like what we saw against Brighton. Yeah? Because I know that we've been coming back when we concede and our heads don't drop anymore. And in the second half, we're actually men now. But it's never good when you have to start chasing games. Because now it's not just one goal you got to score. You got to score two at least. And hope they don't score another one. You know what I'm saying? This is the Prem. You can't take anyone lightly, bro. Yeah? So again, we need to make sure that we're winning that midfield battle. And we need to make sure that in front of goal, we are very clinical. From back to front, every single person needs to be switched on. Yeah? So this is the lineup I've gone with, people. It's a 4-2-3-1. Unfortunately, Sanchez keeps his place. I just know Maresca's going to pick him. So if it was up to me, I'll be picking Jorgensen all day long. But I just know Sanchez is going to start. So you've got Cucurella at left back, Cole centre back with Fofana. I've actually brought Reece back into the lineup for this one. Give him a little run out. I liked what I saw from him the other day. So yeah, if he's fit to play, I'm more than happy to start him, man. And then Lavia and Caicedo in that pivot, Palmer in the 10. I've actually started Sancho on the left. And listen, there's probably a case for Mudryk to start the game. But for me, for this one, I'll probably still start Sancho and bring Mudryk off the bench a little bit earlier, as long as the game's going our way. And even if it's not going our way, if you need that plan B, you know, because right now he's very confident. But then again, he did play 90 minutes the other day. So I'd probably start Sancho on the left still. Give him until at least half time, see what he's got. And obviously, if he's not doing enough, you bring Mudryk on. Madueke on the right, and then Jackson up top, you know. And on the ball, this is the shape that I want to be seeing on the ball, people. So I want to be seeing Cucurella taking up those positions here in the left half space. This is where Gusto kept getting the ball against Liverpool. But when Cucurella plays here, it is night and day. He understands that role a lot more, right? Because he's more experienced, yeah? His decision-making is good. The way he breaks lines is good. The way he wins the ball back is good. His positioning is good, right? In this position here yesterday, this guy was floating. He was playing here. You were seeing him here. You were seeing him here. He was everywhere, right? Just running about with his afro. So for me, on the ball, this is a shape that I want to be seeing, right? It's like a 3-4. Sorry, yeah, it's like a 3-3-4, right? This is what I want to be seeing over there. So Sancho on the left, Madueke on the right. And listen, when we get these little combinations going over here, Cucurella, look to be getting the ball. Sancho, look to be making that run in between there. That's who won the penalty against Brighton. And everyone here should be flooding the box. People should start to flood the box. Caicedo and Lavia, you press up a little bit higher. So if we lose the ball, you're winning it back over here. You know what I'm saying? Caicedo, you're winning the ball back over here, right? Because our counter pressing right now is very good. Very, very good at the minute. Yeah, I'm seeing us winning the ball back a lot quicker. And that's exactly what I was seeing Leicester doing last season. When I was watching their games back. Same sort of thing here. When Palmer gets the ball, when you fizz the ball to Palmer in between the lines, right? I want to be seeing Palmer making sure that he's either slotting it through to Jackson, you know what I mean? Slotting it through to Jackson, or on the other side, as always, constantly playing the ball to Madueke. Madueke can take the ball wide, whipping it in. Let's put Cockerell over here. And everyone can be crashing the box. You know what I'm saying? Everyone crash the box. Sancho, make sure that you're on the back post there. That's how we're going to be scoring against these guys. Yeah? I want to see us flooding the box. Because Madueke, he always knows how to run past people. Right now, Lewis Hall apparently has been Newcastle's best player this season. But listen, there's no fullback in the Prem that wants to come up to the likes of Madueke because they're direct and they're going to keep running at you, right? So this is what I want to be seeing. I want to be seeing numbers in the box. I want to be seeing Lavia and Caicedo here boxing it in. Colwell, Fofana, James, you press up as we're doing that, right? Constantly winning the ball back, recycling, you just play it back. That's what I want to be seeing. Yeah? So for this game, people, I've actually gone with a 3-1 Chels. I think there's going to be goals in it for sure. I think there's going to be goals in this game, man. 110%, you know? But unfortunately, the defense right now, it still needs to improve. It still needs to take a lot more convincing for me to start saying clean sheets after clean sheets. I don't think I've predicted a game without conceding a goal this season, I don't think, right? So I definitely see us conceding a goal. But right now, we just, like I said, need to make sure that we're scoring first and we're squeezing these guys' necks, yeah? We need to make sure we send them back packing to Newcastle because we've got them again a few days after, away this time. And that's not going to be an easy game. I know we've got two big squads, but that's not going to be an easy game, people. You know what I mean? But listen, let me know what you thought about my lineup. Let me know what you think about, you know, the plan to beat these guys. Like I said, we need to make sure we're winning that midfield battle. And at the same time, we need to always make sure that we're taking our chances. I don't want to be walking away from this game like against Forest and saying, oh, for God's sake, like we dropped points, it's another draw. No. We need to be back to winning ways. Yeah? We need to be back to winning ways. But listen, make sure you lot are subscribing to the channel as always. Smash up the likes and love. I'll see you lot on Sunday, man. Bless.